All right, time for some friendly fire. Jason Whitlock, joined by Shemeka Michelle, Jason and Shemeka. Shemeka, I want to play you a clip, a woman that's initially celebrating her divorce, and then she's turned distraught about her divorce. I can't wait to hear your take on this. Play the clip.
God, I'm officially divorced! Yes!
Thank you.
Oh my God!
Your brother.
I'm officially primary custodian of the kids.
Oh, yeah.
What about the child support? That's it? Tony, that's crazy. Why? Are you kidding me? Now all of this financial burden with my children is on me?
What?
This is not fair.
Is that real? Do you think that actually happened, or is this a game being played on us?
You know, I think she didn't get the big payout that she was expecting. She's actually, or was on the show Love and Hip Hop. So I think that she just thought she was gonna get one of these large checks where you hear people getting $30,000 a month. And she realized they aren't as rich as maybe she thought they were. You know, a lot of them live above their means. And I think it's funny because imagine if women were that excited when they got married, jumping around and hollering and screaming and wanting to celebrate. Yet we have turned everything around that women actually celebrate and have divorce parties with cakes when they get, you know, divorced. That's like a death. And I can't understand why people celebrate that. Yes, they do. I've seen women get the cakes where they'll have the groom and the bride on the cake, but like the groom's head is sliced off and laying on the cake. They go all out for these divorce parties. And I remember when I got divorced, you know, just trying to understand how they were able to do that because it literally felt like a death. Like I had to come to the realization that one of us will miss breakfast every morning. One of us will not be at the dinner table every evening. One of us will not get to tell our children good night, you know? And so I don't understand how women celebrate, but it's really popular for them to have divorce parties. They go all out, Jason.
I had no idea. Literally, what you're doing is celebrating you breaking your promise to God. I mean, that's literally what you're doing. Let me throw a party celebrating my failure in a sacred covenant between me, a man, and God. Wow, I did. But it just speaks to, wow, I did not know that. It's another data point in just how secular our society has become and how marriage, which God created, not man, not the government or whatever, but people have totally detached that from many religious values. I had no idea that women who divorce, that would be like one of the most embarrassing days of both parties' lives. Man, we stood up in front of family and friends and God. People spent money, written tuxes and getting us gifts and doing all this other stuff, and we didn't make it. And what I would be sending out notes apologizing to people and, hey, can I refund them steak knives you got us? But instead we throwing parties. Wow.
Yeah, Jason, so they go all out. I remember the day that I got divorced. I didn't cry because I felt like I had cried so much already, but it was as if life was still going on around me and I was at a standstill. So I do think people have really gotten way off course because this is something that they think is a good thing. They get upset with you now, even if you call it a failure. So I commented and said something, you know, like on social media about failing. And I've had so many people come after me and say, it's not a failure, but it is. If you couldn't make the relationship work, you failed at that relationship. And so not only do we celebrate divorce, we don't even want to call it a failure. We don't even want to say what it is. It's a breaking of God's covenant, but you can't say that anymore because people want to call good bad and bad good. Everything is reversed.
Shemeka, thank you and great job. We'll see you next time. If you like this comment or have a comment about divorce parties, divorce celebrations, leave us a comment. Maybe we don't have it wrong. Maybe you have it wrong, but I'd love to hear your take on this. If you really like this content, I got something better for you to do. Support one of our great sponsors like Bank on Yourself. Just go to bankonyourself.com/fearless for your free report. Bank on Yourself will help you manage your retirement earnings and grow your retirement nest egg in a process that has never failed in 160 years. bankonyourself.com/fearless. Help us grow the Fearless Army. Pound that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with all of your fearless friends.